Good morning, all of you. Welcome back to course Big Data Analytics and Business Intelligence. So, in the previous video, we discussed about first data analytics problem, that is exploring web page categorization. There, what we have done, we have just categorized the web pages of a particular website into three category: low, medium, and high. That is based on the popularity. That means we want to rate the popularity of every web page for a particular website. Now in this video we are going to discuss about another data analytics problem, that is computing the frequency of stock market change. That means in this case we are going to uh, predict what kind of change will occur in a particular stock, or will try to predict the price of a stock in on particular day based on the historical data. That means in short I can convey you that this is a problem where we need to predict the price of a stock based on its historical data. So let's discuss this with respect to five stages that we have seen in case of a data analytics project lifecycle: problem identification, data pre-processing, data analytics, and finally visualization of a data. So first of all, our problem is very clear, that we want to calculate the change in frequency calculation for Yahoo Finance data. So in this case, what is our compute the frequency of stock market change. So in this case we have selected one stock called as a Yahoo, and we want to calculate the frequency of calculation for Yahoo Finance data. So this kind of data is given over here. You can see Yahoo Finance data for symbol business PP. So here this kind of data can be given to you, that is on 19th August 2013, that Yahoo open at 41.21. Its high is 41.35, low is 41.05, and it closes at 41.10. Similar kind of data is given for 5 days. So here we need to identify our problem. So our problem is very simple. We need to identify the frequency of change in the price of a stock, or you can say that you need to predict the price of a stock on particular day. Okay, but in the better way I can tell you that in this case what we are doing, we are computing the frequency of stock market change. Frequency of stock market change. So we have identified the problem. Now step number 2 is what? Designing the data requirement. So in order to predict the price of a stock, what kind of data that you required? So you required historical data. Okay, in order to predict the price of a particular stock on particular day, what you required? You required a historical data. So in that historical data we want that kind of values. That means what is open, that particular stock is open on what value, what is a high for that particular stock, what is a low made by that stock, and on which particular value that stock get closed. So this kind of historical data we required, and in this case we are considering the stock as a Yahoo. So here you will see, use the Yahoo API with the following parameter. So it will provide you the data from month, from day, from year, to month, to day, to year, along with the symbol. So in short I can tell you, here we'll get the Yahoo data, Yahoo's historical data from its Yahoo API. So that is step number 2. We have identified what kind of data we required and what is a source from where you can collect this data. After that, next is a data pre-processing. So in case of a big data, that data set need to be formatted and it should be uploaded to Hadoop distributed file system, because we are making use of a concept big data, and in order to handle that big data we are using the Hadoop framework. So in case of a Hadoop framework, majorly we are using HDFS and MapReduce. HDFS is used for storing our data and MapReduce is used for processing, where mapper, what it will do, it will divide your data into a key value pair, and after that reducer will help to reduce the data, and finally it will generate a output. So during the data pre-processing we try to we will bring our data in a appropriate format and store it in a HDFS, because in case of Hadoop data is stored in the HDFS form. After data pre-processing, the next step is data analytics. Okay, After that, next step is performing analytics over the data. So here what you will do, will build and run the MapReduce algorithm with R and Hadoop integration. Okay, so in this case we are making use of the concept of big data. So in case of a big data Hadoop, we have HDFS where we have stored our data, and in order to perform processing we are going to make use of MapReduce algorithm, and that too in a R, because we are discussing this with respect to R. So integration of Hadoop with R. So in this particular phase we will process the data. Okay, we'll process the data and try to generate the output, and finally we will visualize the data. So this is what a graph, you can say. Here you can see percentage of change is plotted against the frequency. Change percentage of change, sorry, change is plotted against the frequency. That means whatever the data it is generated, what percentage of data is changed, what is the price of that stock, percentage change in the price of the stock, that is visualized with the help of this particular chart. So in this way, this second problem we have discussed over here. So our second problem is what, in this case we have to compute the frequency of stock market change, and here we consider which particular stock, Yahoo. And again we perform this 5 step: problem identification, data requirement identification, data pre-processing, data analytics, and finally data visualization. Thank you.